It's Coach Thomas, the champion maker. And we're here today working with a young man. He grew long real early, and he was playing the 4 and 5 a lot just because of his size. And now he's in high school, and we're having to go back, and he see that he's going to be a guard, So we want to work on his guard skills, trying to get him a little more fluid and comfortable with the basketball. So we're just doing drills to work on his timing, his rhythm, and his familiarity with the ball. Here we're doing what's called some basic in and out and cross underneath a baby hurdle. That way the guy has to concentrate, because when you're crossing over in the game, there will be a defender and he has a hand. Usually he's reaching down toward the ball, so you have to watch and push the ball in a direction where the defender can't grasp it. Here we're just doing some basic between the legs, just making sure I keep him moving his feet, working on keeping his head up at the same time. With some of these drills, when he's going through the hurdle, we don't necessarily require a guy to keep his head up during that time period, because we want him to focus on that defender's hand. As you can see here, we're kind of pulling it all together. Looks pretty good. The rhythm looks pretty good. Of course, they'll make mistakes, but there is no such thing as failure, only feedback. Here, we're just going through some basic patterns, just getting him back to his base. After he steps through, getting him back to balance. Just familiarizing him with what his balance is and where it's at. Also here, we're incorporating, he's working on the finishing on the opposite side on his layups, so we're working on that for him as well. As you can see, we're incorporating the ball handling into that. Today was a day where we did a lot of programming with this young man. We'll definitely come back in the next session and put some real defenders in front of him. Make sure that he has that offhand working properly as well. Here, just working on his pivot, getting him off. As you can see there, you can notice he kind of jumped off of the wrong foot, which is good in some cases, but we're working on things like that for him, trying to get him to access his power. Actually got his first in-game dunk this year, so we're proud of you, big fella. Basic footwork stuff here, just rhythm. Boom, boom, boom. Working on his defensive posture, being able to open up at an angle, so we have to break it down, and it's okay to start from scratch. Some people don't want to start from scratch. They don't want to break it down to the most minimal detail. So we like to break it down to ensure that that player can build on a solid foundation, right? If we stack a bunch of complex things on top of a rocky foundation, then sooner or later it's bound to fall. But we want to give these young kids a great foundation. Here's some single leg hops. Yeah, and keep working. Visit hfhoops.net, and we'll see you guys soon.